What is going on, guys? Sunday Rider here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of my Specialized P2. It was converted to single speed, and what mainly ended up influencing this decision of converting to single speed was the fact that I have been riding BMX for like 4 years, and I tried, 1x11s, and I had 3x9, and sorry, let me just set this up. And it was just too complicated, coming from BMX where you just have a brake lever or no brakes at all. It's just complicated. There's a lot to worry about when you can just have nothing. It's just simple, and you already have strong legs from doing BMX, so it doesn't really hurt to have it single speed, and that's the way I like it, and that's the way I'm going to keep it. Okay, so starting from the top down, we actually have Deity or Deity, I believe it's Deity. Deity lock-on grips. I've been running these for a while. I'm not quite sure what brand they are, but they've held up quite a while. They last a while, and they're pretty grippy too. I like the lock-on grips. They're very easy to take off if you need to remove the bars or you need to do some sort of maintenance. So definitely love those grips. Alright, next down the list we actually have my Truvative riser bar. I believe these are 27.8 inches long. They're XC/AM, but I use them for dirt jumping. They're extremely strong. It's a triple butted right there. If you want to focus, camera, please. Come on, there we go. Yep. So they're triple butted and extremely reliable. This whole bike is very rigid. I haven't had any issues with it. And then those are the bars. And then moving down to my stem, I have a Truvative Husfeld stem. This is a super short stem. It's like a 30 millimeter, like 30 millimeter, something like that. And it's very short. It makes the geometry really responsive. So it's good for doing, turn downs and stuff in the air where you really need to increase your speed, and you really need to be able to maneuver it in a short amount of time. So, yep, props on those. Truvative, good brand. Now we're moving on to the next part. Alright, so moving right on down, for the forks, we have the Marzocchi DJ2 forks, and they're air forks, like you can see right in there. They have an air fill nozzle, and I have them pumped to about 30 psi with about 5 clocks of negative preload. So they're actually really soft. I do a fair bit of street riding on this just to mess around, and they have held up pretty well. Extremely plush, super durable. They have none of that fork lag which you'd have with other forks such as Suntour or Manitou, whatever off-brand forks you will. You know what, this tree is very annoying. Will it stop, please? Jeez, it's really annoying. Sorry. I'm gonna move away. So yeah, these are quick release forks, and I just have this wheel hooked up, so now I'm gonna get away from this annoying tree and continue with this bike review. Okay, now I just realized that we forgot the brake lever, and this is just a Tektro brake lever. It's aluminum, and just ended up forgetting about this. Very nice pull. It has extremely nice response. You can use one hand to, sometimes I'll end up using 3, but I mainly just use 1. I prefer to have them on the outside, but when I'm cruising downhill, I just have them right here, and I can just pull from the middle. So, very responsive. Used to actually be hydraulic, but that ended up just leaking, and it just was too hard to maintain, so I just converted it to cable, which I don't know why you wouldn't just run cable on a dirt jumper. I mean, there's no need for hydraulic unless you're running downhill and you really need some super responsive hydraulic brakes. But you know what, these work super fine for what I'm using, and getting on to the review. Alright, so good deal. Moving down to the front wheel, we have a MTX 33. It's a Sun rim, double walled rim. I got the camo. Sorry, can you see that? Camo, yeah. And the front hub, that's where the actual disc rotor gets mounted, and since there's no front disc on there, I just took the whole front system off, so it's just one simple cable, nothing to really worry about. And then for both of my tires, they're actually stock. I believe they're stock. They're actually stock Specialized. Let me see here. So they're Specialized Rhythm. My bad. Right there. Specialized Rhythms. So they're 80 psi, and they are 26 by 2.3s. All right. So I have those in the front and the back. And then, you know what, speaking of the back, we'll just go right onto the back. So the back is where it starts to get a little interesting. So we still have the same MTX33, the same sun. These I've stayed super true, and I've cased about, I don't know, 30, 35 massive jumps, huge hips, and just reliable, extremely reliable rims. Definitely would buy if I'm putting them on any other bike, even a dirt jumper, it doesn't matter. And then my hub, it's a sealed DMR Bikes hub. Right there, DMR. It's sealed. It's a cassette. And then right here, it's converted to single speed. So this is a 16 tooth cog with all those little red spacers on there. Pretty reliable setup going on. And then I have my brakes, my lever, and my now I have my actual caliper setup here going on. This is just a one bike's mech system going on back here. It was hydraulic, like I mentioned, but I converted it to cable. Didn't want to run the hydraulic, it was just not reliable enough, and I didn't want to have to spend any money or have to worry about fluid leaking out. And this is just a Shimano cable right here, Shimano M system, whatever. It's a pretty long cable, so you can use it and stuff like that. Yeah, good setup going on. Now we're gonna move on to the cranks. So for the cranks and bottom bracket, I actually have it's just a regular standard BSA bottom bracket. I'm not sure if it's a Holotech. It might be a Shimano, it probably is. And then I have my Truvative Husfelt downhill crankset. Super reliable. I had an issue with this crank arm. It came loose and kept falling off. So what I ended up doing is I just made a shim out of an aluminum can, bolted it on there with a little Loctite, and I haven't had any issues at all. So that's pretty good. And then this right here is bolted to a 32 tooth chainring, just a OEM thing. I don't know what brand it is. It's just 32 tooth chainring. And then my pedals, this is a MSH Bikes pedal, and then a Specialized pedal right here. And these are pretty worn out. This one shakes a lot, if you can hear. That's all from this. So I'm gonna toss these pedals and buy some nice machined aluminum ones. If you guys have any idea what pedals to buy, let me know in the comment section. I'm looking for something around the $30 to $35 range. Nothing really more expensive than that. I don't really need to be dropping 80 bucks on some, you know, Crank Bros pedals. I would, but I just don't have the money. It's not in it for me to buy that right now. Alright, so moving right on to my seat, the comfy seat. This is a DD bat seat. Sorry. DD, however the hell you pronounce this. I'm not even sure. This is a limited edition seat. I can't find this anywhere right now. I have no idea where to even find this kind of seat. They have little bats all over them. Super cool. It goes really nicely with the colorway of the whole bike. Pretty big fan. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. Yep. And I also have these custom bullet valve stem caps. I'm going to make a video on how to make those if you guys are interested. So watch out for that. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace. A month ago you didn't wanna know, but now I'm seeing those.